Bryan, you guys have always had rosters with fast players. This season, you've gone back to being a team that sort of as a whole plays with speed. I was wondering if you could help us understand the difference and then also get into what the challenge of playing fast or with speed is against a team like the Islanders that focuses so much on defending and not allowing that.
I think being fast versus playing fast. I think being fast, obviously, is pretty self-explanatory. Straight north-south speed. I think playing fast, you're always trying to move the puck quickly, trying to get up the ice as fast as you can, join the rush, beat the opposition out of corners or into the play or anything like that. And I think against a team like the Islanders, who defends so well, who always has guys and numbers back, I think for us we gotta really work on kind of maybe using our speed to maybe gain a foot or two or a little bit of space on some guys to try and make some plays when they're there.
Mike DeFabo.
Hey, Bryan, to go off that a little bit, your record would suggest this season that you guys have evolved since 2 years ago when you played them in the postseason. Just in what ways do you feel like this team is different when they play the Islanders, either in terms of your approach and or in terms of the personnel?
I think anytime you play a team like the Islanders, they're structured so well and they play so well defensively. It's always going to be kind of a playoff type game. You got to have some patience. You got to do those little things. You got to pay attention to the details because any little thing that could go wrong, any little mistake can end up in the back of your net. And there aren't too many opportunities and aren't too many goals in games like that. So I think for us, our ability to stay patient and to kind of trust the process has been big.
Dave Molinari.
Thanks for speaking with us, Bryan. You've kind of touched on this a couple of times now, but what exactly is it that the Islanders do that makes them so effective defensively?
They work really hard. They always have guys working back and back checking hard, and you're never really going through maybe one or two guys. You're going through 3, 4, 5 guys, and they're always defending hard, playing hard, and I think playing against teams like that is fun.
Wes Crosby.
Hey, Bryan. Early on in your career, you were known for maybe coming up with a goal or multiple goals in those big moments, but maybe not scoring as regularly as you have the past 2 years. Just how have you seen that growth, and what do you think facilitated that growth with scoring more consistently? And also, when did you start noticing that was coming along for you?
I think for me, it's just been something I've been trying to develop over the past few years. But I think for me, it's just kind of more working on my consistency and bringing a good mindset and a good effort every night. And I think you'd see in the past or in my first few years, I would go through stretches where I'd have great games and then I would have lulls for extended periods of time. And I think for me, over the past however many years or months or whatever it is, I've just been focusing on just bringing that consistency. Obviously, there's things you work on in the summer, trying to get better offensively, whether it be a little quick plays down low or your shot or things like that. But I think the ability to bring it consistently every night is probably the most important thing.
A few more. Jim Colony.
Yeah, Bryan, I don't know if you've had a chance to really go over this yet as a team, so I might be a day early with this, but you haven't played the Islanders since they brought in Palmieri and Zajac without Anders Lee. Have you noticed any differences in that team since then?
They obviously added some really good players. It's obviously never good when you see a guy like Lee go down. He's obviously a big player for them, but they've brought in a couple guys that can do some good things. And I think for us, we just got to kind of focus more on ourselves and what we've done in the past to be successful and what we can do moving forward to continue to be successful.
Chris Adamski.
Bryan, how is Kasperi fit into your guys' room? It seems like he's an interesting personality and stuff. How is he kind of best with you guys now you've been a whole regular season with him?
he's been awesome. He's an awesome guy. Comes in the room with a good work ethic. He's always laughing, having fun with the guys. Fits in great, and I think anytime you have guys like that, it just helps your locker room chemistry.
Michelle?
Hey, Rusty, I just wanted to ask the shootout you did at the end of practice. That wasn't mustache play, right? Was it something else or just for fun? Can you give us any clarification on that?
Wasn't Mustache Boy. It was something else. I'm not sure if it's totally been finalized yet, so I'll let maybe someone else clarify the details. But it was for something else.
Last question, Jeff.
Hey, Bryan, how much have you learned from the scoring aspect from just being on the line you're at, and how much do you take from Sid and Jake and try to incorporate into your game?
Obviously, I've played with those guys quite a bit. Obviously, a lot of this year and years past, but just kind of watching what they do. Those two are obviously two very good and gifted offensive players. So to be able to kind of just fit in with them, just kind of not just those two guys, but any other good offensive players, just kind of take notes of those little things in their game that maybe gives them a little bit a better body position or an opportunity to get more offense or a better release or things like that. I'm just trying to always kind of take notes, whether it's guys on our team or guys on other teams.